into it, right? Today's conversation is going to be about Dana White saying this is the business we're in, all right? And what am I referring to? You know, we have a fight coming up between Sean Strickland and DDP, right? And this finally really got to take a good look at the press conference. And what can I say, right? There's really is no rules to this game anymore. There is really no. Hey, what's going on, fight fans? Hey, this is Coach D. You know what time it is. It's another episode of Coach D Media. Now, you know I do with Coach D Media. I talk about all things from the highs to the lows when it comes to combat sports. Today, hey, I'm going to get back into it. I was gone for a minute. I was over there in Bangkok, Thailand. We had amateur international competition. It was great. Thailand is no joke. You should go. You'll love it. But I'm back now and I'm catching up in 2024. So let's get into it, right? Today's conversation is going to be about Dana White saying this is the business we're in, all right? And what am I referring to? You know, we have a fight coming up between Sean Strickland and DDP, right? And this finally really got to take a good look at the press conference. And what can I say, right? There's really is no rules to this game anymore. There is really no rules. If you're just looking to go, okay, let's have some etiquette. Let's have some decorum. Let's have some respect. You know, let's have some honor. Let's have some dignity. All that is gone. If it ain't for clickbait consumption, nobody wants it, right? Sean Strickland is point blank a wild man. He done some past Colby Covington. They're now saying Colby Covington, his stick is done because he got dealt with by Leon Edwards, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't supposed to lose by how people was talking. But Leon Edwards seems to be that man. So none of his stick worked. They said Trump walked out on freaking Kobe. That's hilarious. So you see, all this bullshit talking only has a shelf life. It ain't gonna last forever, right? It's good for the moment, right? And then you got to see how far you can push the envelope. Apparently, Sean Strickland is the 2.0 of all this shit talking. He's outdoing Conor McGregor. He's outdoing Colby Covington. He's outdoing all the shit talkers because he is now, in my opinion, as an older dude, he's crossing lines, right? When you called and, you know, when you talking about, you know, two men having sex and touching each other and all that kind of stuff, good stuff, you flat out call him a faggot. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's getting on freaking Sean O'Malley, calling him a cuck. And it just goes on and on and on to where you don't have any boundaries. You don't know where the line is anymore, right? To the point where Dana White ends up putting DDP and Sean Strickland 2 rows apart, right? And they end up getting to fighting at a fight, at the UFC fight. You know what I'm saying? Dana White go, that's on me. But like I said, he still let it go. Ain't nobody getting fined. As far as I know, nobody got fined. Nobody got in any trouble. You know what I'm saying? You're like, this is the business that we're in. Right? Is this what it comes down to? Right? Because you forget, these next generation of fighters are going to take it to the next level. Okay? You think these young kids coming up who's into these pranks and into these games and don't know where the line is at, going to start getting into the UFC or other promotions, start doing the stuff that they think is okay to do, and start doing this foolishness, you know, it ain't gonna go to somebody get put in the hospital, right? You thought we would have learned from Khabib and Conor, right? Compared to now what Strickland is doing, that's nothing. That's nothing, right? Sean Strickland is taking it on a whole new level with how far he can push the envelope, right? And I guess DDP handled it like he's supposed to handle it. Two guys can't go crazy, right? So now you got the bona fide heel, which is Sean Strickland, and you got the quote unquote good guy, which is DDP. So now you got your UFC story. One guy's the bona fide heel, and one guy's the babyface good guy. You know what I'm saying? Now they're getting ready to fight. right? They kind of gave each other some, a certain degree of respect of fighting, right? They're saying Sean Strickland had an easy fight with freaking Izzy. So we're going to see. Now the fight has all the buzz it needs. Now everybody want to see Sean Strickland lose and DDP win, right? It is what it is, right? So the only thing I got to say is, why do we need to go this far? Is the UFC falling off so much that we have to raise the level of this foolishness so high for people to pay attention? Yeah, it was plenty of clickbait from Sean Strickland, but is that all we need in order to have a good press conference or some good attention or some good write-ups or some good, Sean versus DDP is not a bad fight. It actually is a pretty good fight. Okay, so why do we need so much nonsense in order to sell it? That's the question I got, right? That Dana White has to let so much go in order to sell this fight. That means the UFC is declining on such a level, right, that we got to do anything to keep it going. Anything, which I don't get. I fully don't get. Don't get me wrong. I believe in shit talking. I believe in coming at a fight and go, look, I'm going to beat the brakes off you. I believe in all that. But when you start calling them, faggot and, gay stuff, all kind of good stuff, it goes too far. It goes too far, right? Then we got to fight our way back to decency. And by then we don't lost it. So that press conference was a hot bunch of garbage, in my opinion, right? The fight breaking out in the crowd I think is a bunch of BS on Dana White's part, but it is what it is, right? So I'm back, guys. Hey, I'm back at it, getting myself warmed up again. I know it's been a minute, what I'm saying, but time to get these stories going back. I'm starting off with that one, because somebody got to say it. It's getting too much nonsense, man. Too much nonsense running around. I don't know what we're trying to do. I don't have a clue, right? We're not putting out good content. We're just putting out clickbaits. Good fights are hard to find. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know if we're coming or going nowadays with some of the fights we're looking at. I can't even figure it out. You know what I'm saying? A card ain't what it used to be. Getting a stat card is very hard to do. Now, the saying 300 is supposed to be interesting. We'll see. I see a lot of good things popping up of particular fights. So I guess we'll find out. Because I'm dying to see if it's going to live up to what it used to be. When it came to getting to those 100 and 200, they usually be pretty stellar. So let's see if Dana White and the UFC can do it again, right? But at the rate they're going with some of the crap they're starting to do, I don't know. But I'm back. I'm ready to get back into the rhythm. So you can see we knocked these out for the rest of the week. This is the first one. So, this is the business that we're in, apparently. Foolishness. All right, this is Coach D. Doing what I'm doing. Calling it like I see it. Talking my share of shit. To hear from me again. Peace out.